Hello my friends, and welcome to the Kerbal Space Program, or KSP, by Squad. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing the demo version of KSP, which is, as you can see in the corner there, version 0.13.3, because the full version is actually costs $18 and is currently at version 0.16. So I'm going to be unfortunately missing a lot of, not really features, but a lot of parts that can be used to create a rocket, as well as crew members you can use, and all sorts of and including space planes. I can't make those either, but this is, well, actually this is that's the rocket I was currently using, so let me just get rid of these real quick. Now really, all you need to do with all this really includes is you just need a command module, which is where you place your little guys. Your Kerbals is what they're called. An SAS module, which it helps keep your spaceship in a straight path. A command module has a basic one on it, but I'm going to add this advanced one, as well as add a little bit of fuel so I can get some thrusters going. The entire purpose of the Kerbal Space Program is to launch your Kerbals into space, as you might imagine, and onto the moon. Unfortunately, in this demo version, again, I'm missing things such as wheels and landing gear, so that's going to be actually quite impossible for me, but that's honestly not going to be my purpose. What I was pointing at there is the couplers. You typically need a couple of couplers to create a multi-stage rocket. Like right now, all I have is one stage, and it's just that one little rocket that actually won't go anywhere. If I attach this coupler, a little bit of fuel, and a rocket engine, I now have the ability to launch my rocket into space, or try to anyway, but first I'm going to add a couple of wings to give it some stability as it flies, so this is what I'm currently going to be using. All I do is hit the launch pad and it'll let me go. Now as you can see here, yes, it unfortunately does take a little bit of time to load, and it does look a little bit ugly. Those are my Kerbals, and I'm currently on planet Kerbal. All I need to do is hit the spacebar button to launch my rocket. All my information is located all around me. I just turned on my SAS to try and stay stabilized as I fly. And away we go. Now, since this is only basically a two-stage rocket with fuel and a parachute, I don't expect to get very far. I've honestly yet to ever break the atmosphere because I keep finding new and interesting ways to blow up. But this is honestly one of the most basic rockets I can create. And that's me out of fuel, and I can automatically detach it. And I turned on my RCS, which are the little thrusters that you can use to try and correct your course mid-flight if you wish. But as now I have no fuel, and all I can really do is fall real quickly. All I do is hit spacebar to deploy my parachute. There goes my previous one. I didn't get very far, but that's honestly what we can do with a very, very basic rocket. Let's just head back over to the vehicle assembly to create something else. Just click on this to move it out of the way. Again, we're left with just the command pod. But honestly, I've yet to actually make my way over outside into space. I have yet to actually find a good setup to actually do that with. But let me try moving things around here a bit. Because honestly, what you're looking at right now is quite honestly all that there is to the Kerbal Space Program. You create didn't mean to grab that engine. You create a rocket, you test the rocket out, and you try and get into space on the rocket. What I'm just going to do here is I'm just going to make a rocket out of basically nothing but rockets. Let's see that. Didn't need to get one in the middle there. There we go. There we go. That's another very basic one. I have the SAS module to keep everything in check. Let's see what else we can do actually. Actually, let's just make a rocket made of let me just add this decoupler there so I have some room, and add a couple more wings. Let's give this another go, see how far we go with 5 rockets this time. Let everything load in. Looks good. Turn on the SAS, and we're just gonna launch again and see where we go. over there is where you can see just how high you're actually going, as well as what part of the atmosphere you're currently listed at, complete with the speed that you're currently going up at. And I have an engine overheating, awesome, but I will run out of fuel before it'll overheat and explode, so we don't have to worry too much about it. But once again, we hit the next stage, we are out of fuel, there isn't much we can really do. Typically what you would want to do at this point is you would need multiple sequences to launch, multiple sequences to launch your little guys out into space rather than just have one stage of fuel, because especially in the demo you do not actually have the fuel to break the atmosphere. So unfortunately, it is unfortunate about that, but all we're going to do is slowly drift back down. Let's head back to the vehicle assembly. And now, that's honestly the basics of what's offered in the demo. All you can really do is build, from the limited number of options we have available. It probably is possible to get to space, but I've actually yet to find a way to do so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add symmetry to create more rockets to my little capsule there. Need to get these bloody things to actually connect. So, whatever. Okay, we'll just put them outside. There, that looks good enough to me. Now we'll add some boosters to the rockets, so we'll actually be able to take off. And once again, okay, we're gonna need to try and get these to actually connect to the inside thing. Let's just move these rockets inwards a bit. There we go. Okay, looks good. Let's just get a rocket on the bottom. And we have the very next space rocket to get to space with. And let's think of a name here. Yeah, I'd say that sounds about right. This sounds like a very bad idea, but doesn't look like our Kerbal's mind. Let's just save this real quick and... yeah, okay, we'll just leave it like that. And let's get going by hitting the launch button. And let's see, where can we, what's good? Oh. Oops. Okay, so that launch didn't go so well. Okay, that was a snake. Let's go back and add something so more than just one rocket touches the ground, shall we? Okay, we'll throw rockets on rockets, and let's go. This is not going to work. Ooh, that was a lot unexpected. Oh! Overheated. Looks like I actually have enough fuel to get pretty high up without actually overheating and blowing up like my previous rockets did. And I'm out of fuel, so let's just decouple here. And why is it not decoupling? Oh! Okay. Oh, right. I didn't actually add a decoupler to allow myself to decouple to deploy my parachute, so I am now going to be catapulting towards the Earth. So, honestly, I do kind of enjoy the Kerbal Space Program. If you really like sandboxy space-type sims, I would highly recommend it. But now, while we plummet to our death, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. I highly recommend going to their site to pick up this game if you're interested. So, shalom. Thank you for watching, and until next time.